Hey, PG, good evening. Does it kind of, I guess, put your mind at ease that after a game like tonight, you can just turn right around 24 hours later and just play the same team to try to get it back?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thanks. We'll go over to Law.
Paul, you mentioned Sunday after the Nets game that it's difficult to turn certain players over, force turnovers against certain teams. The team has really been struggling with that, with and without you. How does that improve starting tomorrow as far as forcing more turnovers to help the defense?
I think it's just we just got to bring a little bit more. Bring more to our defense on primary ball handlers. We got to try to make it uncomfortable as possible, and we go after the prime ball handlers, make it a hard time on them, and just carry it throughout the whole game to everybody we match up with.
Thanks. We go to Mayor.
Hey PG, this is more of a general season question. I know that you guys are almost the All-Star break now. You guys are middle of the pack in 3-point attempts, free throw attempts. You don't get there as much, but you guys are best 3-point shooting team. I'm curious, what do you make of the offense so far this year, and where do you think you guys can get better?
I think our transition and our pace, playing a little bit quicker in the shot clock, getting better looks in the early shot clock. I think is where we can grow offensively. But I mean, I think our offense, has been great. We're shooting the three ball so well because we're getting great looks. We're generating a lot of great looks within our offense. And I think it's just us playing, setting up one another, playing for one another. And we're getting good looks because of it.
Thanks.
Thanks. Go to Cam.
Hey, Paul, that second quarter for them guys was huge. They seemed to kind of just get away from you guys and wasn't able to rebound from there. How did you see that second quarter, and what do you see as the correction for that?
A lot of areas. We'll watch film, we'll discover it, pick out what needs to be done better for tomorrow night's game. But I thought, they got stops. They shrunk the floor on defense. They got stops, and it's a young team. You can't give a young team life to play in transition. And they got out, they ran the floor, and they just showed the athleticism.
Thanks. We'll go to Shane Young.
Hey PG, John Morant's been in the league for a couple of years now. When you have played against him or when you've seen him on tape, what really jumps out to you, going against him as a player?
I mean, he's just fun to watch. It's no other explanation. Like Josh, it's fun to watch. He's so athletic. He's so gifted. He's so agile. He is. I mean, I could compare him to like Derrick Rose with his explosiveness and his ability to just shift his body and move his body in the air. You got to compare it to someone like D Rose, but he just makes highlight plays after highlight plays, and he just makes it look easy when you're out there on that floor.
Thanks. We'll take two more questions. We'll go to Mason.
Hey, Paul, I'm curious, what were they doing defensively specifically to kind of frustrate you and the team as a whole?
I think they just did a good job of just shrinking the floor. They pressured up, and guys behind them had their backs, with shrinking the floor, and they dared us. Myself, Kawhi, Lou, they dared us to move the ball and get the ball out of our hands. So they did a really good job of just showing bodies, and giving us tough looks. But we got to have a counter for it. We'll have a counter for it tomorrow, and we'll play better tomorrow. We'll shoot the ball better tomorrow.
Thanks. Thanks. We'll close it out with Miriam.
Hey, Paul. Memphis hadn't played since Monday, and before the game, those guys were talking about that they'd had a couple of days of practice and some good film work. How much of a benefit is that in the season like this, where there's so few days off to kind of get your bearings? Do you feel that out there, in terms of their preparation?
Absolutely. I mean, again, especially it's a young team and they got days off. And they're one of the teams that probably played the least amount of games due to COVID. I'm guessing. I know they missed a lot, so they're energetic. And to give them some days off is tough. So we got to definitely match that tomorrow night.